So you guys have been asking for it for a very long time now, and finally I'm playing Endless Legend as the Drakken. So these are these diplomatic elders of this world, and I really like the Drakken because there's so much variety you can do. There's so many different things that you can really take this faction, and typically they're really good for going for a diplomacy victory. But that's a little bit too boring for my taste. I think we're going to take them in a whole different direction in this campaign. So the Drakken's main trait is diplomatic pressure. Pretty much throughout the game, we're able to enforce a truce, a peace, or an alliance with any targeted empire. That's huge. I mean, as you can see, I mean, we have so much control. Unfortunately, that costs a lot of our influence points. And influence points are important because when it comes to empire plans, you can really get a lot out of empire plans, as you can see. I mean, oh, I can't really look at it right now, but we can really do a lot with our empire, make things much better if we're like kind of lacking in a certain category. Speaking of empire plans, we also unlock empire plans one era earlier as the Drakken, so that's kind of cool. Other empires cannot do that, so we'll have more advanced technologies if we have the influence points. As you can see, influence points is a big deal to this faction. Next one is endless excavation. We love settling on ruins, and if you get ruins within your territory, it's going to provide us 2 extra science and 2 influence points, which is, as I said, pretty much the basis to which the Drakken kind of run off of. Finally, you have the Empire that gives, what is this? Oh, we were able to see the knowledge of where everyone's starting off. That, again, is a really OP unique ability. Then we have a couple of their units, the Ancient, the Drakken, and their little flying unit here as well. The Drakken is kind of okay. Well, I mean, we'll kind of, maybe we might. I haven't decided if we're going to research too much of their unique units. We might kind of dip into a little bit of it. We have the Drakken main quest, and then we start off with the technology, the Empire Mint, as well as Language Square, which means we'll be able to parlay with a couple of the minor factions immediately. So let's go ahead and figure out where we're at, trying to figure out what's going on. I automatically see that we start off with 2 anomalies. That's great, because if I didn't have any anomalies, I hate when you kind of start off in a spot where you have no anomalies, that way, because then we don't have any yield, and it's like, oh, this sort of bullshit. So these anomalies are going to give us 4 food, 2 science, 3 dust, and 2 industry. Okay. I apologize now. I'm just going to say I'm going to probably, you know, flip back and forth between dust and gold and production and industry, because it's like it's so hard to get that out off of my tongue. Anyways, that's what she said? That's what she said. Okay, let's kind of split these guys up and figure out what we're going to do. Well, first, let's search this ruin, because since it's right next to us, we might as well... Here, we'll go like this, and now we'll search it. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, of course, empty location. Nothing. Well, whatever. And that is nice. We talked about their one of their traits for this faction. We get automatically 2 extra science and 3 influence points. So if we want to settle here, this is actually not a bad spot. Automatically, we have 2 anomalies as well as a ruin. Now it's a spoiled ruin. It wasn't spoiled, but it doesn't do anything to the yield if we spoil it or not. It's going to keep the yield in this tile the same. Looks like we have an emeralds deposit down here. And we have a river as well, which is good for food. Later on, this river is going to be really great for food. We also have a titanium deposit as well. What else do we have? Do we have any access to other anomalies? Because I want to make sure that we are really about to settle in the perfect location here. I guess for this guy, I'll send him off towards the east and try to figure out what we got. Okay, here's our first minor faction. I guess we'll go ahead and grab the quest, because that's what we're going to try to do. Immediately, we're going to try to expand out as fast as we can and figure out what sort of quests these minor factions want from us. If we can do a couple easy ones and pacify them without, you know, much effort, that would be ideal. So let's figure out what these guys want. What do you want? Parlay, what you want? Let's see here. Patrol the region and keep enemies away. Okay, cool. 15 gold pacification. Okay, we can do that. That's a pretty easy one. That will for sure happen. We only have to wait 5 turns and make sure there's no enemies that pass through. That'll happen. So we might be able to pacify them like right off the bat. We got really lucky with that. And I guess we'll continue to expand out this way. I don't see any more anomalies. Now, I can't search out any more. It looks like these might be the only 2, which is perfect. We actually landed in a excellent spot. Alright, but do I want to settle right here on top where the game kind of set me? Because I'm actually thinking, which one thing I love about Endless Legend, I love that they give me the yield exactly. I don't have to do the addition in my head. I can just kind of scroll over any of these spots and they will give me the exact yield I will get from these tiles. Obviously, I can't settle on top of the ruin. You can't do that sort of thing. So in this location, we're getting 17 food, 6 industry, 6 science, 5 dust, get the influence, and we get 10 approval. But I kind of want the industry. I want this tile here, just right, because it's going to give us 6 industry off the bat. And yeah, we get more food in this location right off the bat. Obviously, we're going to get some borough streets and expand up north if we settle here. But I think I want this location. We still get the 10 extra happiness and the 5 dust. The only thing I see, we're sacrificing a little bit of science by going here, but that's okay. We'll expand out pretty fast. I think this is the best location. I don't need the extra food that much. I really want to focus on industry, so we'll settle our city right here, and we'll kind of expand up towards the river and towards this ruin and towards more food later on. But I think for now, I want the industry. And can we move this population over here? Yeah, we're still going to grow in 2 turns, so we might as well do that. And I guess we'll get the Founders Memorial. We can only build this in one of our cities, and you might as well do it in the capital. So we'll do that really fast. And we might even speed that up depending on how much money we have. Let's go ahead and check over our units. Well, first, I guess we should check what's going on in this world. Who do we got? These look like the... Who are you? These might be the necrophages, I believe. Are they green? Yeah, you are. And you're indifferent towards us. Really quick Empire information. A couple of the... I know that they're... What are these? I believe they're pretty good warmongers. Not entirely sure, but they do start off with 4 technologies. Yeah, cannon, fooder, demanding gods. And these actually might be... Yeah, so they automatically get it. Dang. Oh yeah, so they start off with a lot more technologies than we do. All right, very interesting. We're going to have to take these guys out just because their proximity to our capital, they're way too close to us. So we're going to want to take these dudes out at some point. I don't know how the rest of this map is going to look, but it looks like we're going to need to slap these guys. I mean, they're probably only 1 region away from us, so we might want to go to war with them pretty soon and not waste any time. The good thing is that the Drakken start off with pretty good unique units. Like their immediate unit off the bat is pretty damn good, and that makes me kind of remind me that I'm not gonna make my I want to make my leader a general. I'm not going to make him a governor anytime soon. I think he's way too important as to kind of go and scout out the area towards the east, towards the north, and towards the west. I want to really scout out the area and figure out how many ruins we can get, what are some good locations, find out all the minor factions since we have the parlay technology automatically off the bat. So we want to do that. And this is the Urses. Okay, and we're going to get 5 extra building production cost reduction. That's interesting. Building production cost reduction per pacified Urses village on cities. That's good, but I don't see another location. I would like to get another one of these minor factions so that we get a little bit better at producing some buildings within this city. We also have some delvers. They're going to give us more dusts, but dust is really not a super high priority for me in this game. I don't think that dust is like ever really something super big, even though it's a little bit better than because we can purchase buildings and make them go a little bit faster, which I do love of that about dust. Let's go ahead and edit our kind of basic unit here. For the most part, I don't like to mess with this too much, but since we're kind of expanding out and since it's kind of a map, there's gonna be a lot of land for us to explore, and since we're such a diplomatic faction, I do like to give them this sort of equipment here. What is this even called? Special equipment. Rather than going with the ring, which gives them extra vision and sharp sense, I think I want the improved movement. That way we have 5 extra speed instead of 4. And the thing about this unit is they have so much extra life. We start off with 164 life. I mean, these guys are willing to take a fucking beating. They can really take a beating. Unfortunately, their attack isn't that much, and they have very low initiative, which I might want to increase a little bit more. And I think I might just slap down a helmet. I don't know if I want to do much more because that's going to cost us more to upgrade the units that we already have, as well as it's going to cost us more industry to build these units. So I think I might just slap down a helmet for now, and I guess we'll keep it like that. I do like the fact that you're having a shield, but then again, you need the extra attack. You really do need the extra attack, but you just hold on to the shield for now, I guess. That's fine. And as for my leader, we might want to kind of go through his kind of thing here too. I also want you to have a little bit better movement, and that's it for now. It's going to cost us 30 dust, but we have that, so not a big deal. Costs us 30 dust, and we're going to want to make sure that we go to the units that we already have and retrofit. Oh, we don't have the gold. We don't have the dust for that yet. Okay, so we'll retrofit these guys and make sure that our our upgrades that we just did move on to the units that we already had access to. Okay, so now for my technologies, I mean, I've gone through the forums. I figured out, I mean, the Holy Trinity is pretty much the Mill Foundry, Public Library, and of course seed storage. So I'm gonna go in that order here as well. So we get industry out first, then we go science, and then eventually food. Food it's not as important in the early stages. All right, and let's see, where's my leader at? Here he is. So I'm going to send you out this way, and we're going to go ahead and parlay with this minor faction in the next turn. All right, so finally, next turn. See what's going to go down in this world. What do we got? What do we got? Level up 2 Drekklings. Yeah, so we shall see. It's going to give us 80 dust. That'll be easy. We're just going to have to kind of kill somebody off. I mean, we could easily complete this mission probably just by destroying one minor faction. Obviously, if I could just parlay with these guys and not have to destroy them, that would be ideal. I don't really want to just wipe these dudes out. Be a little bit better. Let's see, what do you want? You want us to destroy the minor faction that's in our capital's territory. I don't think we're going to be able to do this, only because this minor faction has given us like a really, really easy mission. So I don't think we're going to do that. I think we might have to just destroy these guys. That's funny the way that works out. You wanted us to destroy a different minor faction, but that pretty much just shows that I'm going to have to destroy you instead because they offered me a way better, easier mission. Okay, so I guess I'm going to travel up north, and yeah, I'm going to kind of have these guys spread out a little bit. I know it's kind of risky having a separate, enemy faction right above me, about 1 territory away, but I'm going to take the risk, and I'm going to split these guys up and try to find as many ruins as we can, try to find as many minor factions as we can, try to get as many parlays going as well. So we got orcs next to us. They're going to be a ranged unit if we get them inside our empire, as well as they're going to add an additional attack per pacified Hernus. Okay, that would be good, especially since we're the Drakken and we have pretty low attack. I mean, our defense and our life is really, really high, but that's about it. What are you? Are you the same? You are the same, so I can just kind of go and parlay with these guys and figure out the same mission that they're going to want us to do. All right, here, let me get rid of these yields because I can't have those yields up for very much longer. It's too beautiful of a game to have those yields up. All right, so my population has grown, and I'd like to not focus too much on food again from the beginning, especially if it's still going to take the same amount of turns. Then is it still going to take 4 turns? Yeah, it's going to take 6. Never mind. All right, and yeah, the Founders Memorial is still going to be taken care of in 2 turns. We're making 6 dust per turn right now. I still need to retrofit my 2 Drakklings, and I don't know if I can do it outside of my territory. That's something that I'm going to figure out right now. All right, so let's figure it out. We already got 1 mission there. We have another emeralds deposit here, as well as a glass steel deposit. That's pretty important. That's a pretty big resource to have. Strategic resource. It seems like I'm always getting that quest or something always wants me to get glass steel. All right, what do you guys want? Give me something easy. Return the village when you are ready to give them 100 dust. Ooh, that's a lot. That's interesting. I can pretty much only, well, it's cheaper than bribing them. Bribing them is going to cost us 146 dust, so it's a little bit cheaper, but still, I don't know if we're going to have that sort of dust just hanging around our empire. I'm going to try to use it as much as I can, but then again, as I said earlier, I'm not a big dust fan. I never really have been in 4X games. I tend to focus on industry and science over some sort of whatever currency it is that we're using. I guess we'll figure out. Okay, so we got another guy, cavalry unit, 5% life per pacified. Oh wow, that's good, especially as the Drakkens, but we already have enough life, so I don't really know how much that's going to really benefit us. I mean, again, our units are going to be able to take a freaking beating. Like, we're going to get the shit knocked out of us, but hey, we're going to continue to fight back, and that's the cool thing about these dragon sort of ancient units. All right, what you got? What you got? Oh, I already got one? You are the same as... Wait, what? What is this? Yeah, you're still the Delvers. Okay. Yeah, so I already got your mission. All right, what do we got? We got any more ruins? Oh, here we go. Here's some more ruins. Okay, so we'll discover those ruins next turn and continue to go up north. There's lots of ice around towards the we're clearly towards the southern half of the hemisphere in this world, and lots of ice is going to mean, I think, a lot of science. There are 2 anomalies here, and I need to automatically start to think about 2 extra. Well, I need to start thinking about cities very soon. I want to start settling. I want to expand as fast as I can. Although the Drakkens are very, very good at turtling. You could easily turtle up, sit here, force alliances towards, you know, like the third era of this game, and just kind of next turn your way to a diplomacy victory. But, you know, as I said in the intro, that's not very exciting. I don't really want to go that way. I'd like to go, I don't know, it kind of depends on where the game shifts me towards. But anyways, as I was saying, the ice isn't a very good territory. These ice regions aren't very good. We're probably going to want to settle up north depending on what's behind this fog of war. I do like that the ice gives us a little bit of extra science, and there are 2 anomalies here, which this is going to provide me some extra food and dust, and then 3 science and dust as well, but not too great of a location towards our west. Okay, and let's see what you got. We already parlayed with you, right? Yeah, so we already got your mission. Looks like there is a crystal forest here. What else do we have? Let's get rid of this yield. I know how ugly that looks. But let's go up this way. I actually think that we're probably gonna have more snowy field. Actually, no, I don't know. Okay, let's. All right, we'll go this way. Okay, yeah, okay. I got lucky. There's not too much snowy field. I figured there'd be more snowy field in this region since we're already kind of towards the southern half of the hemisphere. But all right, so you want us to bring back 10 to titanium. We have a titanium deposit, so we could do that at some point as soon as we get that technology, but that is a pretty easy mission. That's not too bad. Okay, let's go to the next turn, and let's kind of figure out what the necrophages have going on. I don't even know. Is that how you say it? Necrophages? I don't know. So do we want more dust right now, which could be a good thing since we are kind of lacking the dust. It's going to give us 5 extra dust on cities as well as 15% on the city. But, of course, getting up a borough street is kind of something you want to do as fast as possible, especially when we have all this extra yield just to the north. I mean, this is going to really help out our science and influence points as well. Give us extra food, which would be good. It's going to cost us 8 turns. That's quite a lot. And it's also going to kind of decrease my happiness a bit, which I am pretty happy. It's not a big deal to worry about at the moment. We're at 70% happiness, so it's not a huge deal. I guess we'll go with the we don't need the Empire Mitt right now. Let's go ahead and take up some extra time. It's gonna cost us 8 turns, but we'll grow again soon, and it might not take us that long. We might want to throw some dust at it so we can increase it. So can we not? We cannot retrofit. Yeah, you have to be within our own region to retrofit our Drakklings. I guess I'll send you back really quick, and we will go ahead and do this, because if we're going to go to war at some point, which I'd like to do very, very soon, then we should do that pretty fast. I'll send you guys back. Also, it's going to provide an extra unit of movement, which is important when we're kind of trying to discover all this uncharted territory. All right, so we're going to need a little bit more dust, and I'm wondering, we need to find a ruin. Hopefully this ruin gives us some extra dust. Come on, baby. Give it to me. Okay, well, you gave us 5 titanium. We only need 5 more to pacify this minor faction up here. We shall see. We might get lucky and get some more dust from this temple. Really, all we need is like 30 so that we can upgrade this Drakkling. All right, what else do we got? We have, it looks like another, we have glass steel over here. Unfortunately, it's in the ice though. I don't want to go in like the snowy territory. Please come back when, oh yeah, I don't have the, that's why. I was wondering why it was allowing me to do that again. I was like, wait a second, I already got the quest. Why are you allowing me to talk to you again? Okay, so the mill foundry has been finished. I hope we're able to kind of increase our science, because it looks like we're kind of going pretty slow. And good. So we pacified the village. Very nice. Right off the bat, we got really lucky. It's turn 6, and we pacified our first minor faction. We could technically assimilate these guys into our empire, but there's only one of these dudes. It's not that big of a deal. And I believe it's going to cost us if we ever want to change. Yes, it's going to cost us influence points. And we don't even have that sort of influence points at the moment. So I guess it's not that big of a deal kind of pacifying these guys. It will kind of help us to stop the production of like roaming armies and stuff like that. And I think we can possibly build their unique unit. No, we can't yet. Yeah, no, we can't yet. It depends. We will later though. All right. Okay, so we can if we want to, but not right now. Okay, let's get some dust. Come on, baby. Let's get some dust. Come on. Yes, 40 dust. That's exactly what we needed. So now we will retrofit these guys. They'll be able to grow to, now they have 5 speed. Much, much better. All right. So what do we got? We got a lot of science up here. We do have a lot of science, a lot of gold. Okay, and we have a flying unit. They're going to provide us some more initiative, which is something that we really need as the Drakken. I mean, we are never attacking first, which is okay because we have so much life and so much defense, but it really, really hurts. It really does hurt. And again, I'm going to want to group my troops up at some point pretty soon here. I mean, roaming armies I don't usually see too many roaming armies kind of spawn up too early on in the game. Usually within the next, like, maybe 10, 20, 30 turns, we'll see some. Okay, so we get to equip our general with our first skill point. So we can go towards the faction category, the common category, or the class category. I think what I might do, I do like having extra defense. I mean, we might as well. I mean, my philosophy, I like when I have a faction that is already like specialized in one category, like defense or like initiative or like attack. I like to just, might as well make it as good as it can get, because that's something that no other empire is ever going to have over us, since we already start off with that huge advantage. We might as well continue to upgrade that way. And going towards, it looks like going towards the irrigation expert sort of skill point is more for a governor, and I'm not sure if we're going to make this leader a governor anytime soon. Maybe at some point we will, but I don't know if we're going to do that anytime soon. And right now we don't even have access to a river. We are building a borough street, which will give us access to a river, but I think I'd rather go with defensive technician. So I think we'll do that, and we'll apply. All right, very good. All right, guys, looks like I'm going to have to stop it right there. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you guys do, please consider leaving a like. It really helps out, and it shows that you guys want to continue to see Endless Legend. I know you guys have been asking for it for a very long time, and I'm so excited to bring it to you, because I really, really think this game deserves so much more attention. This is a great, great game. And it doesn't, I mean, you could seriously play this game over and over and over again. It really has that replayability that a lot of the 4X games that are coming out don't have. There are a few, and this is definitely one of them, that have that super replayability that, is still a pretty relatively balanced game for being only a few months old. So I'm really, really excited to bring this to you, and I hope you guys are excited as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in part 2.